Hello to those of you who have happened upon this video again. I am Madu7 again, and I am playing Super Luigi Dreams again. Last time I said I'd be going to Thamp's tower, but I lied. I'm going here instead. I just forgot about this place. So, we're going to Yoshi's hut. It's kind of hidden, isn't it? No! No! I knew it was too late right as I jumped, and yet, nah. Well, there go 5 lives. Either way, this Yoshi is telling us to beat 20 levels, ending them with full health, which means 100 blue coins for him. We'll be doing that later. It's a little repetitive and boring. On the next map, we can also swim in the giant pool of lava. The next... Oh, yes, that's right. He's actually talking about the next world, on the overworld of that world. You can go off of the normal path on that world and find secrets like that. Or something like that, I don't know exactly. We'll find out once we get there, I'm sure. So, no pools of lava here, though. Not in Thamp's tower. Not at all. Still angry about that coin. But we're going to Thamp's tower, and Dachi is guarding this big coin. Get out of my way! Some enemies, yes. This is actually the first time we were introduced to enemies that deal as much damage as if we were hit by 2 attacks rather than 1. The Thamp does that, as you probably just read. So we should be careful around these guys. How Thamps work is, if you're close enough to them, they'll thwomp. They'll just kind of fall and let gravity take them down. You can actually kind of see where the Thwomps are by these little green colored tiles. So, it's not too hard. The red-eyed ones go up, which is a little weird, but okay. Wait a minute, can I go down? No, why not? Well, random trampoline for this pipe. I'm not going to bother with the coins, because I'm way too hasty. These coins are pretty much unavoidable, though. Unless one would want to take all that damage. Now this part's a little interesting. Got 2 Thwomps there. Whew. Alright, what's down here? A pipe that leads to this place that we were looking at earlier. Has a 1-up mushroom. We start back here so I can easily pick it up. And then we just have to go through this part again. Not much of a problem at all. So, this game has a lot of floating trampolines, doesn't it? But it also has a lot of big coins. I like that. Ooh, oh boy, red coin section. Oh, this is also, or occasionally, glitch. Well, I don't think it's really a glitch, but these red Thwomps sometimes don't really appear. What's going on with my keyboard? It was glitching up a bit. There. That surprised me. Alright, this time, hopefully I won't get surprised by the Thwomps. So it appears they go up at very odd times. And of course they go really quickly, so... Eesh. No, we are getting that red coin. A mushroom, well needed. So... Fairy, you'd better be grateful, because that was crazy. Ah! Oh, okay. I didn't expect the whirlwind to bring me there. Scoot in my chair. I think you might have heard my whole desk and everything rumble. But that does not matter now, because we are exiting Thamp's tower and going to a kind of fun level. Boo's Dash. Hear this music? Yes. See the starting line? Yes. See the Boo? We're racing Boo. Yep. We'll win a caged fairy if we make it to the finish line. Wait, does it have to be caged? It can't just be out of a cage. And why do we have to win it? Boo is a jerk. Anyway, the Boo basically moves a little slower than Luigi normally runs, so try not to be too slow. Try to keep holding down the right key as much as you can. Which is an issue here because these steel bones, it's very easily possible to fall in between them or something. And it's a little irritating that take damage from them occasionally, but hey, we win a caged fairy. Hi, caged fairy. All for you. Even though you can hardly fit through the cage at all. Interesting. That course was a lot shorter than I remember it being. Why am I going back here? If I take one hit from those guys, I'm toast. Well, at least I wouldn't lose the caged fairy, which isn't caged anymore. Well. Alright, now it's a boss battle. It's a pretty fun boss battle. 400 Boo Brawl. The zeros and O's look really similar. Alright. 1 boo. 1 out of 400. At the upper left you can see how many boos you've passed. So basically it's an obstacle course of pain. They carry a lot of trampolines, so that's how you get over certain obstacles. The boos actually don't count as being gone until they're off the very left side of this room, which is way over there. So, ow. Don't be too afraid to take damage because it's a little hard to beat this without taking any. Especially at certain parts. Well, you could probably do it fairly easily. Notice how many boos were at that huge hump? That was just Hatman being lazy and ending the boss battle early because he really didn't want to place any more, you know, creative boos. At least that's what I think happened. Maybe if he heard me say that, he would want to kick me, but there is actually a secret in that battle, but we are going to wait for Yoshi Hut to tell us. No, not yet. Here we are at Hot Foot Hop. A kind of interesting world. Powerful. Alright, Hot Foot Hop. I should stop dillying and dallying and doodling. This music is a bit weird. I'm not a huge fan of the instrument the MIDI uses. You know, the MIDI file, that's the format of the music for most Game Maker games, including this one. Yes, this game is made in Game Maker. Oh, whatever. If you didn't know that, it probably didn't matter that much. That fairy's dangling over the lava. Don't try going in there without a safeguard. We can buy one at the Shell House, which is basically just an invincibility star. The fairy's getting cooked. Either way, remember what I said earlier about if you lose a life, you won't lose any caged fairies? 1 life isn't that big of a deal, so. Now we have the caged fairy. It's not worth wasting 300 blue coins on, so don't do that. Now we go through the Thwomp obstacle course again. Not very hard, because I just skipped platforms. Danger platforms aren't much of a big deal. What fairy are you talking about? Yourself? I mean, the cage is, and maybe the cage is getting melted or something, but, well, whatever. I kind of like how the sign is floating. But that's just because of the pipes and their positioning and everything. Speaking of pipes, what's over here? Can't get up there, can we? No, now we can't get back up there, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing up there anyway. Obviously you can get through that. The gray pipes, if you couldn't figure it out already. Should be able to figure it out anyway. Whee! Oh boy. Too bad I didn't get those coins. Interesting coin design. Alright, then I guess that's it. Is it? It's really coin design that it's hiding some sort of secret. It makes sense, but no. Alright. Stage clear. No worries. We always clear the stage with 100 blue coins because there are no Goombas or anything that can deal less than instant losing a life. Power Star Pools. This level's fun. Maybe there's a power star. If I'm star powered, I could run through shallow lava. That's only if I had a power star. Hey, look, a power star! Yeah, of course they wouldn't not give me one. Hatman wouldn't make a level that impossible. And there are actually plenty of power stars throughout this level, because there are plenty of shallow pools of lava throughout this level. And those. Obviously, if your star power runs out while you're in lava or in spikes or something, you're toast. But it shouldn't be too hard to go at the highest speed you can go through these mazes and pools of lava and everything. These spikes look very intimidating. Alright, back over here. Now we have spiked Goombas. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was odd. 4. It doesn't really matter as much if you run out of stuff here, because, well, oh hi, really easy fare to get. This is pathetic. But if your star power runs out there, it doesn't matter, because if your power star, whatever, you know what I mean. Then it doesn't really matter as much, because they only deal 1 damage instead of instant losing a life. So, as you saw just there, I got a Yoshi egg from going behind that star. Now, how do we get to the Yoshi hut? Well, remember the Yoshi hut in the last one? Again, one Yoshi hut's information is leading to another Yoshi hut. We can swim across the lava. Whee! Which really does not make any sense whatsoever, but that's just how it's going to be. Oh, that's interesting. Whee! Whee! Just press down and go on to that, and it does that. So the last thing we're probably going to do in this part is Yoshi's hut. Thank you! Much better. Alright. Yes. This is what I was talking about earlier. In the last stage 400 Boo Brawl, there's a hidden 5-up somewhere. And that is the best way in this game to get lives. We're not going to use it right now, though. We'll use it later. Try staying on the main map for a minute or so. I'll see. Oh, I'll see! Go through the door. And basically, if we stay at the main map for a while, well, we'll start to get really sleepy. Oh, whoa. I'm still recording. What? Oh, fine. What? The Chill Out badge. Now this is the first badge we actually win, or get, or got, or the first badge I got. You can get other badges before this, but this one's really easiest to get. I'm sorry, I just got really tired. You're the one who, this music is like a lullaby, even though it's not. Oh, whatever. Let's just leave Hatman behind, and I shall see everyone next part, or they shall see me next part, or you shall... I did this last time. I shall be seen next time for level 5-3. Goodbye.